Alright, so I just purchased my binder because I love to have written notes, and this binder has all of the notes for all of the different speeches being given, so even if I miss one, because some of them are scheduled at the same time, I can look at the notes. So I'm gonna unload some of my stuff into the car. It got nice out. It's kind of cloudy and overcast this morning. Where is parking garage number 1? I don't know where it is. I think it's over this way. I get lost. Proud to say that Zoe is doing phenomenal. Really well-behaved dog. She's getting a lot of compliments from people. And there are some very well-behaved dogs here, which is nice to see. And I'm not trying to be the critic, but there are also a lot of dogs pulling on their harnesses, a lot of dogs pulling on their flat collars, and a lot of owners hissing at their dogs under their breath because the dogs are not listening. We've been barked at by a couple of dogs. I've passed a lot of dogs where the owners immediately grab a treat and hand it to their dog. Now remember, you don't bring your dog unless you think your dog is very well behaved. Is very well behaved only well behaved if you have a treat? I don't even have treats on me. She's well behaved. She doesn't need treats to be good. So it's kind of disappointing that they have to use treats to make their dogs obey. I really don't want to be negative, so I'll stop with the negative. I'm not trying to be negative, I guess. I just want to state my observations. But I have a speech that I'm listening to at 10:30, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to learn and take lots of notes. And why is my hair bumpy? Cutting bangs was the worst idea ever. One of the things that I think is really cool is that I was approached by a peer positive trainer from the Spokane area who's here at the seminar, and he was like, I am really impressed that you're here right now. Said that he recognizes his own limitations using peer positive training as his training philosophy, and he actually sends people my way. He's watched my stuff. He believes that I'm in it for the right reasons. So that's a huge compliment for a trainer who usually peer positive trainers, reward-based trainers, do not like balanced trainers. We're like the devil to them. So to be approached and complimented, it's awesome. Well, so I went to a presentation and I left. It was bad, it was dumb, it was slow, and there were so many gaps. So many gaps in training where it's like, you're only working with the ideal dog. Literally, that's the comment that she made in the beginning that she basically then breezed over. It was about resource guarding, and basically in the very beginning of her presentation, she said, pick the dogs with the best prognosis for success. Those are the dogs that you want to work with. Well, no shit, because they're the easiest. Man, so I sat through an hour of it. It was just stupid. It was a waste of time. I could point out 50 different ways that her method was not going to work if you actually had a dog with true resource guarding problems. So I went to another one about discussing dog reactivity. It's like they were only using very food motivated dogs with very little dog reactivity. I've come to the conclusion that I work with the worst dogs out there, and that these peer positive trainers are taking the easy dogs. It's so frustrating. So far, and I'm still keeping an open mind because, I'm here, but nothing new, nothing useful. Yeah, I will say though that I find it ironic that we're at a ClickerExpo and it said, please do not use your clicker during the demonstrations or the hands-on stuff because it's too distracting and loud. Just thought that was funny. So Zoe and I are heading out for lunch because I didn't want to stay and pay the ridiculous amount of money to attend the Karen Pryor lunch. So we're going to go find a quick bite to eat and then be back at 2. Going back for more. This time I'm going to sit in on, it's a presentation called The Seductiveness of Shock. I can only imagine what they're going to say. Can't promise I'll make it through the whole thing, but I want to see if they even have an idea of how good trainers use e-collars or not. I love how they call them shock collars, though. Of course they would. Point out that my dog is with me, being good, and I don't even have treats on me. It's incredible. Everybody else has to constantly give their dogs treats. So, I made it 2 minutes before I left. That lady, oh my gosh. It's brainwashing. It's not education, it's not fact-based, it's brainwashing. 9 times out of 10 when we pass somebody who has a dog, they go around us. They can't walk past us, they go around.
On cue. We're starting with fresh behaviors from scratch. I know.
Day 1 over. That last one, there was so much bashing. It almost feels like a cult, you know? Anyway, we survived. I'm heading out for dinner. I'm meeting up with somebody from Instagram for dinner, so that'll be fun. And then we have 2 more days of this to go. Yay! Good morning, Instagram. So Zoe and I are heading into day 2 of the ClickerExpo. Excited to hopefully learn something today. Keep you guys posted and let you know how it goes.
Position, which default behavior they go.
Hey guys, so I just finished a Ken Ramirez presentation. He is the Chief Training Officer and Co-President or something of the Pryor Academy. It wasn't bad. It was on concept training, and when I get home I will try concept training with my dogs. You know, it seems like a pretty cool thing. It was really slow though. It took 1 hour and 45 minutes to explain something that he could have explained in 2 minutes. So I'm back out at the car. I'm gonna play tug with Zoe. She's been so good. This is so boring for her. Boring for both of us, I guess. But appreciate all of your DMs. Keep them coming. Next we're gonna go to a presentation called Arousal, Science, Not Sex. Because I was gonna go to 2 other ones. I looked up 2 other ones, but then I saw the slide notes and they're just super like basic. Good girl. This is the face I'm making a lot here. So the last one, the lady was nice enough. She seems like a nice person, down to earth, but not a good presenter. If you're watching these stories, and you're offended by my honesty, go hit the unfollow button. I don't care. I'm just saying it like it is, okay? So I realized that the stress that I feel just being here is affecting Zoe. She's kind of down in the dumps. I'm disappointed with this whole thing, really, to be honest. So we're leaving. It's beautiful out. There's not a cloud in the sky. The beach is 15 minutes away. It's calling my name. We're gonna go. I'm so excited to go to the beach. It's gonna be so nice. Yee! It is 65 degrees out, and I got a hot pink bathing suit from Victoria's Secret a few months ago. Observation. So I've seen, there are maybe 20 dogs here, but they're almost all poodles, chihuahuas, a couple Aussies. I have not seen any working line dogs. Alright, so next in the lineup, I don't know which one I'm going to go to. Literally, my mind has not been engaged in learning yet. I'm like really bored. And I slept 10 hours last night. Just left because it was super boring. Like the fact that these trainers are learning this for the first time maybe is mind-boggling, because this is really basic clicker training stuff. Another reason why I'm posting such honest feedback is, well, because I'm an honest person, and because I didn't know. I didn't know this is what the expo was like. Had I known, I wouldn't have come. So a lot of people have said that they're not going to come because of my feedback. And if I had seen somebody give honest feedback last year about this from a balanced trainer's perspective, I wouldn't have come either. I wish someone had told me. This has been a huge waste of my time and money. Hello, Instagram. So I just finished more of a businessy type presentation about how to get your clients to buy into your training program. Some interesting observations there. So like when my clients come to me, most people that have friendly dogs, like they just want their dogs to listen to them. They want them to obey commands. They want them to be good in the house, have good manners. And a lot of people are like, I want to be able to take my dog outside off leash. I'm like, okay, no problem. Here's how we're going to start, and here's how we get to your goal. So in this presentation, and I liked the lady. She was very well spoken. She, said that she's an extrovert, and I can see that. She did a really good job. But I was disappointed to hear that she used the example of the off-leash training. She will come to you with unrealistic expectations, such as, I want to be able to go hiking with my dog off-leash. She said, sometimes you need to explain to them how that's just probably not going to be possible, and kind of make sure that their expectations are reasonable. And then they just asked kind of like, what's some of the feedback that you get from people? And one of the things that people said was that clients say, you're just extending the training program to get more money out of me. And that is never anything that my clients have ever said. Long story short, I've never had to, I don't just extend programs all the time, and I've never ever had anybody say, you're just trying to get more money out of me. Everybody says you're worth what you charge. Like, we get so next I'm heading in, it's called How to Run a Successful Group Class. So I'm just looking for more information, tidbits. This isn't training philosophy. This is more on structuring a group class. So I'm hoping that I learned something from it. And then the last thing that'll be going to is called Website Class, and then Websites at Work. And then we're done. And then we're heading out of here, and we're gonna go to the hotel, chill out at the pool, and then go get some dinner.